Morgan, the May Player of the Month, leads a team that is at the top of the NWSL table thanks to 3 consecutive wins. Have you with us along here, 1-1. They had to feel it out a little bit. Spirit. And we take a look at Orlando Pride. Washington Spirit in the kits with the...
But Alex Morgan to link with Marta, you mentioned her as a legend. Look at the pace she has. She's able to stay ahead of Courtney Peterson, who's very fast, then still finds a wonderful pass to Ashley Hatch. And you've got to say, for a player as good as to win the ball there, turn, she's got that wonderful pace, gets in the box, sets herself up for a left foot shot.
Sanchez chips it, middle of the box, empty spaces. What a save by Ashlyn Harris. She got a right paw to it to keep it out of the...
Pride. Look, there's not one, but there's 2 Washington Spirit players lining up, and it's Emily Sonnet who gets her head in it. The keeper not only saves it, but doesn't drop it at the feet of Kelly O'Hara. Have a look here. There's the header. There's the keeper save. Puts it away, and you can see O'Hara
wide open in the area. Sonnet with the header on. Harris, great job tracking in a strong right hand.
Yeah, it is a good save, but again, look at that. 1, 2, 3, 4 blue and red shirts all queuing up for the header. Gets it, pushes it away from danger.
It's capital for this contest. Get a few minutes for both sides to collect themselves. Get some nice ice-cold towels here as well. We haven't been... But this sequence...
Washington's chances have been by far the better chances. You mentioned the crossbar from Rodda. Marta, I think Sydney Leroux's a big... The last couple of games, she has been fantastic. Energetic as Vigiano is, she's not as...
On the May Team of the Month in the Portland. She has 3 goals against Washington in her career, and she's out for this one.
For Washington.
Opportunity off of the backside. Spins her footed chip, takes a deflection, and Harris will play it. Pretty good build-up that time around by Washington Spirit. Defenders, puts a left shot, and Harris, again, another save. Entered tied for in the category and makes another.
This is a great run by Sanchez. Look at her body. She goes one way, she goes the other, she cuts in, keeps control, gets on that left foot. It's a comfortable save in the end for Ashlyn Harris. Doesn't quite get the whip on it that she...
So you're
the pulling, and I think actually is hurt, but again, there's a bit of tugging and pushing, but yeah, it is maybe the elbow. Rodman landed. She gave her the elbow, but Peterson's the one who picks up the yellow card.
Gets into the box, right-footed back post cross. Rodman's header off the side of the cage.
That's a great run from O'Hara. I thought she'd actually taken it out and over the line. Let's have a look here. Brilliant skills, brilliant nutmeg. And then she finds Rodman at the far post. She's just a little bit too deep. Rodman's stretching, and her angles become very, very tight. So in the end, couldn't work Ashlyn Harris in goals.
Ball went across the line. Certainly looked like it.
Yeah, you're blocking delivery of the ball down the pitch. You're not allowed to do that. Alex Morgan saying, well, what was I doing wrong? And it's a difficult one to argue because she's drop-kicked the ball. If she kicked it out of her hand, then definitely Alex Morgan's in trouble. But if you drop-kick it, what the referee, I think, is saying is even drop-kicking is part of passing the ball up. Be allowed to do that. You can't block them. But you've got to give out credit for at least getting in the face of the goalkeeper and causing it. It's in the book.
Of the first half, and Spirit have looked more dangerous than Orlando. I've made some back pocket, but instead sitting here in a
says. But to be fair, it had really Pride didn't offer that, but once or twice as her foot. Oh, it's actually the elbow, not the knee. Yeah, she catches the elbow, and Marta's not to know she's going to slip, and her head will be in a completely unusual position. So very painful.
Very challenging spot for Marta to try to avoid that, and O'Hara will get some medical attention here. Kelly O'Hara, 2-time World Cup champion.
Bill should have had these before, and let's hope she can just get it patched up and get back on.
50th minute to get that patched up before she gets back.
With the blood rules, run their tricky
shot just over the top of the bar. I don't think Harris got a... Another good opportunity and a solid right-footed strike.
Of power behind her, cuts in here. What is she, about 25 yards out, thereabouts? If it's a little bit more to the side of Ashlyn Harris.
Header! Goes goes in. Ashley Hatch yet again, the 6th time in her career goal. One
beats the defense, and they have been defending deep, and when you defend deep, that is a threat. A high ball into the box. Question marks against Ashlyn Harris as a goalkeeper. You've got to get the ball, and she didn't.
We'll take the corner set on the top. Marta strikes it. Middle of the box, it's deflected away. Now a right-footed attempt, seeking the top.
Shot from inside the box, long ball from Marta in. Korniak sort of goes down in a heap as if she's been tripped. Then you're shooting from, what, 15 yards out? Or
Cup goal back on April 10th. And just like that, the response from Orlando.
What's happened? Got to play it out quickly because that was within a split second.
Here's the mistake. Korniak, a perfect shot to the bottom left-hand side of the cage. Her first makes a deflection off of Hatch. Krieger barrels her to the ground, and Harris picks it up.
Acceleration, the close skills. Just drops her shoulder there and goes flying down the line, past Vigiano. Cuts back inside here and still has the awareness to play up a nice, decent layoff for a shot.
As a keeper, what goes through your mind in a situation like that after you concede a goal when you know that is your mistake for trying to throw it out there that far?
Well, both goalkeepers will have some thinking to do afterwards, because Ashlyn Harris came for a punch and didn't get it. But yeah, because her own throw that got intercepted, and that one's just a good ball in, just far enough away from the goalkeeper. And if Staub can get that headed back into the corner, that flies in the back of the net because it's got all the...
Save again! Ashlyn Harris for this again with a strong hands.
Oh, it's a lovely shot from Bailey. She got some power behind that and knocked Ashlyn Harris back as she makes a save. It sort of twists around. Good.
Really thinking, crosses it to the middle.
The Lando Pride fans watch.
Alex on the grip, but not one here so far.
Don't know if that's what the issue is. Looks like she's going to be okay. That's the good news, and they need her these last few minutes. If anyone can grab a late
2 years of it, no a P. Ball chipped into the middle of the box. It's nodded to the surf on Helferty.
In that box there was a striker, and if there was VAR we might have had a problem, but there you go, there's the kick on Phoebe McLennan, and that I think would normally be a...
Marta over the top of it. Left-footed cross, middle of the box. It comes down, right-footed flick.
Chested it down. Have a look here. When it comes to, she's waiting for it to come down. She knows it.
Emily Sonnet.
Ring around. Such a wonderful player, Alex Morgan. You can't give her enough praise for the different things she showed in our opening package. A left foot fall. She was able to outstrip the defense and chip the keeper. Balls off the Washington Spirit defense. So.
West women's national team history with 100. Wow. We get another glance at this. It's right there at the bottom, and Sonnet got a...
Nasty gets a coming together of bodies and...
Ends of the spectrum. Loses here to Morgan in the final moments.
During the last, 5 or 6 minutes, so... She doesn't really seem to be... So do they have a sub left? You're the man who counseled...
With full point in Spirit. Goal from Hatch, 60. What are your tests between the Pride and the Spirit?
It's a deep. I'm sure Spirit will tell you about the grade, how they were the better side weekend. Great vibe between the two teams, lots of hugs all around. So I think treated to a really, really good contest.